I read Biggles books when I was young and I wanted to be a pilot. In fact, I had an urge to be an aerial sheepdog in Australia because I read about how they rounded up the sheep in their great big sheep farms. But when I was in my teens, I realised that because I'd suffered asthma all my life, I'd never get a commercial pilot's licence. But I could get a private pilot's licence. And I was good at physics and I was good at maths, so I looked at engineering and I did an aeronautical engineering degree. And my first job was with British Aircraft Corporation as a flight test engineer on military aircraft. I like to involve everyone. I discovered as I later became a project manager that quite a few of the men would sit in their office and have people come to them because it gave them status. But I never saw project management like that. I always went out of my office onto the shop floor, and only if you go onto the shop floor do people chat to you in passing and say, oh, how's so-and-so getting on? You say, oh, what do you mean? Oh, well, so-and-so happened on Monday. Oh, tell me about it. And no one would have bothered to come up and see me in my office to tell me. So it's really important to go and speak to the purchasing people, the manufacturers, the production engineers, and all the different people that are involved in the project if it's going to really succeed well. At college, there were 2 of us out of about 180 in our year who were women, and fortunately we got on very well together. In fact, later I was a bridesmaid when she got married. The lads all treated us like sisters and looked after us. So if we went out with the crowd into the East End to a pub, they were very careful, they looked after us. And in industry, it was very similar. In fact, doing holiday jobs in engineering to get experience when I was at uni, the guys in industry said, oh, we know the girls are always better than the boys, because I think the situation was, and probably still is, that it's the extroverts who are determined to go into engineering who are better than the average lad who goes into it just because he goes into it. And so their experience with women was that they were better than the men, and so you had the support. Women expect to be able to do things which 40 years ago you had to fight for. Unfortunately, there's still a problem in the science and technology area in schools because there's not enough teaching of girls in a way that encourages them that it's something they can do. So there are hardly any more girls going to university to do engineering than there were 40 years ago. And there are a terrific number of jobs out there, and we can't fill all the engineering jobs in this country. After 4 years doing that, I realised that I was never going to be more than an average engineer at that kind of thing, and it's never suited me to be average. But I had other skills, and I applied for various other jobs in engineering and became what was known as a procurement engineer for Hawker Siddeley on satellites. At that stage, the European Space Agency was building the original satellites, which were test satellites. There was the orbital test satellite and the maritime orbital test satellite, which were testing out communications for land and for vessels at sea. And on one of these projects, we in the UK were the lead, and so I was buying solar arrays and batteries from Italy and Spain and Holland and various different countries, so I was going out and about a bit. I just wanted to advance and learn to do more and more, and I was interested in aircraft, so it happened to be in the aerospace arena that I did my work. Women should generally be treated like men, but we are different and we have different skills, so one has to recognise the differences. Think what you want to do and find out the best way to go about doing it. Use your own style. Don't take the style of the men that do the job you want to do, because I have used a very different style on all sorts of things as I progress through my career.